Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be unboxing my latest purchase. This is the Bird House camera from the company Campark. That's with all my purchases. I get nothing for doing these videos. I like doing these unboxings in case there's somebody else out there thinking about buying the same item. They want to see what does it look like when it comes in, what's quality like, etc. Now I have used Campark products before, but it's always been trail cameras. I noticed they had this wooden birdhouse camera, and I thought I'd give it a try. Their trail cameras are awesome, so I'm hoping I have the same luck with their birdhouse camera. All right, there we go. The Smart Wooden Birdhouse BH10. I mentioned Campark. Vupeak, I think, is a sub-brand of Campark. I'm not real sure what the difference is. I don't know if one's marketed for a different area, but I found this on the Campark website. All right, so I went ahead and unboxed everything. I wanted to figure out what everything was. It's really pretty simple. When you open the box, you basically have the wooden birdhouse, and then all of the accessories and stuff are inside of the birdhouse. So the packaging is really easy. Let's take a look at the birdhouse. It's actually built really well. This company, I believe, is out of China, so I was kind of surprised at how well this birdhouse is made. You've got two windows on the side that are screwed on. What they're going to allow is light to get in, but it'll keep predators out. So you've got that one, and then you've got another one on this side. On the back here, they've got a mounting plate, and then they also have a screw or a hole that's drilled through the top for you to put a screw. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to place mine. I think I'm going to use a flange that I got from Wild Birds Unlimited, and I'm going to mount it to a pole. I like doing pole mounts because it's a little bit easier with keeping predators away. I can put a predator guard on it. You've got this wooden dowel, and then you can open the birdhouse as such. Give you a look at the birdhouse. The one thing I couldn't figure out is they've got this bracket up here. It looks like it was maybe supposed to hold something, but I don't know what you would put there. There's nothing in the directions that reference it. They give you a nest tray or a floor. If you wanted to put that in, you've got some lines down here at the bottom you could slide it through. I don't traditionally use the nesting mesh, but if you wanted to use it, you can slide that in. Got a long extension cord. I should have mentioned this is not a wireless birdhouse. You have to run either AA batteries or you have to have it plugged in. And luckily I'm in a spot where I can plug it in, but it's a rather long cord, so hopefully it's going to work out for me. Got a wall adapter, and then you've got the birdhouse itself. It's going to be where you plug it in. You'll notice these little magnet pieces when you want to mount it. I'm not sure how well you'll see this. Simply connect it and it's mounted. And then you can adjust it however you want to. Really simple. When you want to take it out, grab it, pull it. No hardware needed, nothing. So here's that little adjusting arm. But anyway, that's a quick look at everything it comes with. Aside from that, they do give you some mounting screws. I'm going to go ahead and get it set up. Let's take a look at how their app works. Okay, so now I'm on my cell phone. I'm going to go ahead and show you the app that this birdhouse camera uses. It's the Trice Home app. It's totally free. Free app. The only thing that you would have to pay for if you wanted to is if you wanted to use cloud storage. They do charge for that. I'm not using any cloud storage. I simply put a micro SD card in, and everything I'm viewing, everything we're looking at here is just using a micro SD card. At a glimpse, you can see the status of your birdhouse. You can have multiple cameras set up to this app. I only have the one, and you can see that mine is online. I can click on the play button at any time. I can get a live view of what's going on in my birdhouse. You'll also notice that while I'm looking at it, there's other things I can do. I could take a manual picture. I could start manually recording. There's a voice intercom option if I wanted to scare off a snake or something in the birdhouse. I could do that. And then you've got a smart alarm and you've got a light alert feature that you can turn on. A smart alarm is basically going to let you know on your cell phone anytime there is a notification. I haven't tried the light alert. I think what it does is if there's a trigger, basically the light on the camera will turn on automatically. There's some other things you can do. For example, you can decide whether you want to look at it in standard definition or you can switch to full HD. You can also go full screen if you wanted. In the top right, you'll see the settings icon. Just like most other cameras, you can go into your settings. You've got some basic settings you can do. You've got your storage management. This is where I was saying you could have cloud storage or SD. With an SD card, micro SD card, you have two different options. You can have it to where the micro SD card, when it fills up, it will start overriding the earliest file and keep recording. Or you can have it to where it just stops recording completely when the micro SD card fills up. And then you could do things like format your SD card, see how much storage you've used, so on and so forth. In your recording settings, you can adjust things like your video segment. Whenever it gets triggered, if you're doing video, the minimum is going to be a 5-minute video. The maximum here would be a 120-minute video. So that's some of your basic settings. If I want to see what is on my card, what's been triggered, I can click on card playback here in the middle. I can choose any day I want and go back in the past and look at what was going on. So maybe something happened on your birdhouse and you wanted to go back and figure out what it was and look at it. You could do that here. And then I can scroll through and see any activity. These red lines are going to be whenever the camera was triggered. I will say this, I've yet to have a bird check out my house. If you look here, you can see I'm getting some false triggers. I've got an oak tree not too far from the house, and whenever there's a lot of wind blowing and I'm getting shadows, it's setting false triggers. You can adjust your sensitivity. So I need to go do that on my camera. Unfortunately, I don't have any bird footage to show you. I've yet to have a bird check out the house, but I have got some false triggers. If you just wanted to see your alarm recordings, you could also choose that here in the bottom. And then you can just see those videos. Works really well. It's very responsive. You can download any of your videos or images if you wanted to. So if you wanted to try and put them on your cell phone or load them to your computer, you could definitely do that. Anyway, that's just a quick look at the app. I hope it gives you an idea of how it works. You've got your photo album down here at the bottom. If you did any manual recordings or manual images, they would be stored in your photo album.